Hi, my name is Elizabeth Beard, and I'm a student at Troy University in the Interpreters Training Program. Today I'll be giving a presentation on the influence of culture on communication. Let's get started. So what is communication, and how is it affected? Communication is the imparting or interchange of thoughts, opinions, or information by speech, writing, or signs. Culture is the main thing that affects communication. Culture can affect the communication entirely, including assumptions that will be made and understandings made by the participants. So what is culture? Culture is really impossible to capture or put into a container, measure, or otherwise get our hands on. Culture means many different things to different people. Culture can include knowledge, beliefs, art, morals, laws, customs, and any other capabilities and habits gained as a member of that culture. So let's first discuss the three norms and values of culture. Material. That includes things such as food, clothing, and other tangible items. Behavioral. Rules for behavior which can be observed, taught, or learned. Cognitive. Behavior learned and developed as a child that has a deeper meaning and which is not easily observed or understood. Culture defines the meaning and values of one's family, gender, experiences, social status, economic status, physical, mental, emotional, and personality type. So let's first discuss relationship between culture and language. So it's generally agreed that language and culture go together. They're very closely related. Language can be viewed as a verbal expression of culture. It is used to maintain and convey culture and culture ties. Language provides us with many of the categories we use for expression of our thoughts. So it is therefore natural to assume that language and culture go together. There's two worldviews. Today's cultures are divided into two categories: collectivist cultures and individualist cultures. And 70% of the world's cultures fall into the collectivist category. So let's discuss what these two cultures mean. So collectivists and individualists. Collectivist means that the individuals define themselves and others by group membership. This means that they are all working together as one group. They all are aware of each other's feelings, thoughts, ideas. They are aware of the group. Individualist cultures are out for themselves. They define themselves and others by their personal achievement. It's every man for themselves. They don't care if you're doing good and I'm not, or I'm doing good and you're not. That's individualist cultures. Let's talk about shared knowledge between these two cultures. Collectivist cultures love to share knowledge within their group. They want everybody to know any knowledge that they found out about anything. Individualist cultures are totally opposite. They keep shared information to themselves because they found out. They'll let the group find out for themselves. They don't like to share with the group. Time is a big thing between these two cultures, and they're totally different. Collectivists look at time as just a time. They don't necessarily go start on time, finish on time. They are kind of relaxed in time. Individualist culture, completely opposite. They are right on schedule, by the calendar. If we don't start on time, we better get out 5 minutes early. They're very controlled by time. Status. Collectivist cultures look at status as one's connection within the group. They don't really see status. They think everyone's the same. Everyone's contributing ideas, so they don't really see anyone as better than the next person. Individualists, totally different. Their status is defined by one's individual achievements. If someone's a doctor, they're going to respect them because they have that status. They'll look lesser on you if you have a lesser degree. That's how individualist culture differs from collectivists in status. Accomplishments. Collectivist cultures looks at accomplishments as a whole. The group gets praise for the accomplishments. Everyone contributes to the ideas, so everyone gets celebrated. Individualists, again, totally opposite. Their accomplishments will be celebrated by the boss or the main leader, even though everyone contributed to the ideas of the group, but the credit is only given to one person. Now that we're done discussing collectivist and individualist cultures, let's move on to norms for respectful communication. Speaking directly to an individual, that is very important within every culture. It shows respect, it shows that you're paying attention, and it shows that you are generally interested in what the person's saying. Making eye contact, that is also very important. If you're talking to somebody and they keep looking away or folding their arms or twiddling their thumbs, you're not going to think they're paying attention. You're going to think they're rude and they don't care what you're talking about. Using assertive volume of speech. If you're talking to someone and they have to keep saying what, or they're leaning in, it makes them look rude. It makes the person talking feel like, well, are they even paying attention? But it may be because you're not talking loud enough. You need to have a loud enough voice so they know that you're there and they can hear you well enough. Speaking truthfully. No matter if you know the person for 5 years, 5 seconds, you need to speak truthfully. Don't lie about who you are. Don't make up some random story. Just speak truthfully and you'll get more respect that way. Significance for interpreters. Interpreters are professional communicators mediating interactions between people of different language and culture groups. Culture differences have direct influence on interpersonal communication and interactions on both the personal and professional realm. It is very important for interpreters to be aware of their own culture beliefs and identities. It is also important for interpreters to understand different cultural perspectives and to accept those differences in a non-judgmental way. Interpreters must be able to identify cross-cultural dynamics that influence interactions and that may cause cultural misunderstandings. Those are very important for interpreters to be aware of. Well, that wraps up my presentation. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much.